Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a good looking puzzle in front of us. It appears to be a coconut palm, and the question which I have asked myself many times before is, where are my coconuts? I will talk briefly later about the position of the coconuts, but it's by Aeon. I don't think I've done a puzzle by Aeon before, so always enjoy new setters. I think there's actually been two or three new setters that I've seen recently that I've probably posted. Either you've already seen those or they're coming sometime soon. But anyway, let's jump in the rules, see what's going on. So it's normal Sudoku. So every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. We've got on green, German whisper lines. Adjacent digits differ by at least 5. So all of the palm fronds are the German whisper lines. So all of these guys. On there, you will have all of these digits be 5 away from each other. So whatever this one is, this one's 5 away from it. So is that one from there, and so on and so forth down all the lines. Then we have the trunk of the tree is the purple Renban line, which contains non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. So we could, it looks like it's a 9 cell, so it's just going to be a grouping of the digits 1 through 9 for this particular puzzle. Then we have Kropkis, which look like they're supposed to be acting as the coconuts. Now, coconuts don't actually grow out here on the ends of the palms fronds. They'll be in here somewhere, but artistic license, right? Anyway, so we've got black Kropkis and white Kropkis. The black Kropkis, one digit is double the other, or they're on a 2-to-1 ratio or 1-to-2 ratio, however you prefer to look at it. Then we have the white Kropkis, so digits are consecutive. So these two here will be consecutive digits. And then we also have an Anti King, which I didn't realize that was in here, but no digit can border the same digit diagonally. That's actually a pretty good way of writing it, because not everybody knows how chess moves work sometimes. So just saying it in this way, I think, makes plenty of sense. So whatever this digit is, obviously none of these can be the same digit by Sudoku, but also none of these can because they would be on a diagonal. So there we go. Those are the rules. I'm going to have a little sip of water so my throat doesn't kill me today. And then we'll get into this thing. So link's going to be in the description below. Let's get at it. Alrighty, so now that we are now refreshed, let's get started on this thing. First thing I noticed, I think, is where does a 5 go in this row? Has to go here. You can't put 5 on a German whisper. You can't put 5 on a black Kropki. The other thing I saw was this digit, where the trunk starts to grow out its fronds. There has to be 4 different digits that are going to be 5 away from this central digit. Well, the only thing that could possibly go on those would be 1s and 9s. That's not going to say too much about our trunk just yet, but maybe the fronds of our coconut palm here are going to be useful. Or maybe there's more we can do here. I don't really see anything offhand, because we're going to know that, let's just color these real quick to see. Maybe there'll be something that kind of pops its head out here. These are all going to be the same values in terms of high or low, because we know that on German whispers, it fluctuates back and forth between low, high, low, high, low, high, because they have to be separated by 5 digits. So let's make a very festive looking palm tree here and see what this tells us. Well, that does actually kind of illuminate something, right? Because we have 3 highs and 3 lows. We don't know which ones are highs, which ones are lows, but we know they are 3 high and 3 low, which means these guys here have to be 2 different versions of that. One will be high, one will be low. Does that help us in any way? Oh yeah, it does. If you think about, okay, yes, it does. what's the best way to say this? Can these ever be high digits? The answer is going to be no, because if these are high, both of these will be low. The only high digits you can put on a black Kropki are 6 and 8. Those two digits only pair with 3s and 4s. These can't be high, which means they just have to be low. So let's change our coloring. We know, though, that these are low, these are high. We've changed the festivity that we're working on here now. So we know these are the low digits. This is the 1. Now we can start to just fill in digits. Because we know, mouse, please stop jumping on me. We know these have to be low, so they are from 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. Let's go through and erase all of the 1s and 4s that we can. This can't be 4. This can't be. This can't be. Do we have anything? It doesn't look like we have any other reductions on the 4s. Let's go to the large numbers and start making reductions there, because these have to be 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. We can get rid of some 6s. That can't be a 6, that can't be a 6, that can't be a 6, that can't be, neither can that. This one can't be. Let's get rid of all those. We get a 7, 8, 9, which means one of these two is a 6, which means one of these two is a 3. Now okay, so if we know one of them is the 6, the other one has to be the other low digit. So 2, 3, 4, and 6. How useful is that for us? I don't know that it quite is yet. Because the 7, 8, 9s and the 2, 3, 4s, we can't rule out a 4, though. Because this 4 could have 2 9s. I don't think that affects anything else. Although we do have the Anti-King, I have to remember. Does that help us? Because, well, it would mean that this is a 9. If this is a 4 and these are both 9s, this would also be a 9. Which would push a 9 over here. I don't know if that'll do much for us, though. The other thing would be if this was a 4, these would both be 9s. Wonder if there's one of these options where the 4 double 9 option would be a major problem. Let's look elsewhere. One of these has to be a 6. Because we have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad, which means one of these will be a 1. Doesn't really come into play just yet, I don't think. What about those 6s, though? One of these two is a 6. Is that? Yeah, it sounds like thunder outside. Can't tell if it's raining. Doesn't look like it. Because one of these is B6s, none of these can be. So one of these is, which... Computer, we're going to have a fight here. This is not a 6. Do we have anything else like that? We have the same thing occurring down here. One of these is a 6, so this one isn't. Oh, this can't be 7 or 9. Just notice that, so it's 8. That's an 8, that's a 4. Good. That's going to get rid of this as a 4. These can't be 8s. 8, 4. This can't be a 4. 1, 2... Well, this can't be a 2, because I have nothing to pair with. So this is either a 1, 2 pair or a 3, 6 pair. What else does that do for us? Can we continue our erroneous coconuts into something else? This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6. I don't really like that, but what else can we say? This can't ever be a 6, because this can't be a 1. Do we have any other reductions like that that I just haven't quite seen yet? Don't think so. One of these 3 is an 8. Gotta remember to still factor in the Anti-King. I'm sure there's going to be some place where that's going to be crucial here. Let's see. What else do we have? We know one of those is a 6. We know one of those is a 6. Do these 8s and 4s do anything for us? None of those can be a 4. Okay. That actually does. Because one of these is a 4, this can't be a 4 because it sees all of them. Get rid of you. This one is not excluded. 5. There we go. Didn't use the anti-king move. We can't have a 5 in any of these. This is a 5. One of these will be a 5. Can we do anything else? One of these 2 is a 5. Again, using the anti-king, which means there's no 5 in any of these, but I don't think that does much for us. This, though, does say that one of these 2 is a 5, which means one of these is. Okay. Here we get some bits and pieces, bits and bobs, if you will. Anything more about these 4s or 5s that are helpful to us? I guess we know we're going to have an X-wing on 5s going down this way, so one of these is a 5. So really none of these can be 5s, one of these is. This one, that can't be a 5 then, because it sees both of these by the king. This is 5. Didn't do a whole lot, but it does something. One of these is a 5. Alright, what else do we have? Wonder if we want to start thinking about where the 1s go, but I don't know that that gives us much use here. What else? We've got to be able to find something that gets us going on these German whispers. What's it gonna be? One of these will be a 7, which means one of these has to be a 2, right? Because, yeah, no matter which one is the 7, one of those 2 will... These are not 2s, then. So this just is a 3-6 pair. There we go. Let's make sure that's absolutely correct. If this is a 7, this is a 2. If this is a 7, this is a 2. If this is a 7, this is a 2. Yeah, there's always cases of 2s. This is a 3-6 pair. This is the 3. This is the 6. That should get us going. This is not 6. Therefore, this is not 3. The 3 here says this is not 7. That's not 3. Okay. There has to be a 3 up here somewhere. These guys are not 3s. You're not a 3. All right. One of these 2 is a 3. This just is a 6 because we had removed the option down here. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad, which means these are 5s, 7s, 8s, and 9s. We'll just put those in for now and see what else comes out of that. Let's see. This is not 6. Let's get rid of that guy. 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What about this? This can't be a 3. It's a 4. Therefore, this is a 2. That's going to get things rolling now. There we go. This is the 1. This is not. This is a 2, which means this is a 4. That's going to give us the 2 9s. Now we can get rid of a ton of 9s. This becomes 7, which means, well, it doesn't mean anything about that, but this can't be 7 anymore. These can't be 7s. That 7, 8 says this is 9. This 7, 8 says this is 6. The 1, 1 will comply with that. I guess we know what these digits are. I guess we should put them in. They are 2, 3, 4, and 5. These we know are not 5s. This is not 2 or 3. It's just a 4. There we go. So this is not 4. This is a 2, 3, 5. Let's get rid of those markings. And this leftover set. I'm not pushing that button. Stop it. This is a 7 or 8, but it can't be 8. This is 7. This is 8. What else? These two now are just a given 5, 7. Looks like. These two are given 1, 8. Let's put those in. All right, now let's go looking through. The 3 says this is 8. This is 7. This is not 8 or 6, so it's 9. This could still be either 6 or 8, it looks like. Okay, that makes sense. This is not 4, so let's get rid of those. Now, these are not 2s. This is a 1, 3 pair, so this can't be 7. 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 still works fine. You're not 6, so neither one of you are 3s. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, not quite resolved. What else? Doop-a-doop-a-doop. There's 1s and 3s down here. We're probably going to have to get onto this Renban here. We know one of these will be a 2, actually, but get rid of 2 and 2. This is either 1 or 3, and both still work. Okay. 9s, 8s, 7s. Okay, let's think about the Renban, because I'm not seeing anything quite on the rest of this at the moment, although I'm sure there might be something in here. We'll come back to it, though. We know these have to all be digits from 1 through 9. We've already put 1 and 5 on there. So can we make any further determinations? One of these will be a 4, because the 4 is staring down the barrel. That means none of these are 4s, so one of these is. Did we have any more negative constraints, as in the Anti-King? I wanted to make sure that real quick. I don't think so. Okay. What else? Well, it doesn't look like we have anything else on this guy just yet. We might have to be a little bit more patient there. The 9 doesn't rule in or out anything. These guys look like they're all good to go. We can't determine what these are just yet. Okay, let's take a look at Sudoku. See if anything pops its head out. We know one of those is a 1. We know one of those is, that doesn't help. Not much there. Not much doing on the 2s. What else? 3 is getting pushed into one of these, but that's not all that helpful. We could probably use this Kropki. Let's finish what we're doing here first, though. The 4s... Oh, there we go. This becomes a 4. Just didn't see that marking work here, which means this isn't 4. That's a 1-2 pair, so this is 3. Perfect. That forces 8 and 9. The 9 forces the 8. This can't be 8. That 8 says this is 1 and 8. Good. Now we can probably get into... Well, let's look here first. We have 1, 2, 3, and 6. This can't be 1, 2, or 3, so it's 6. These are not 6s. This is not 3. We get the 1, 2 pair. This is 3. Good. That forces the 1 and the 3. And we could probably start just filling in the blanks here now. These are 3 and 7, it appears to be. These are 5 and 9, it appears to be. Go away. And then you guys are 1s, 2s, and 6s. All right, that's just filler for the moment. But now this 3-7 pair says this can't be 3 or 7, but I don't know if that's super useful. The 3 here says this is not a 3. Do we have anything else like that? 2 5s, the 1s and the 4s, the 5s and the 7s. If we find that one of these guys, we can probably work those guys out. 2 4s, 9s. One of these two is a 9. There we go. We can rule out all of these and this one. So this is 9. That forces 7. That all works here. These are not 7s or 9s, so it's a 5-8 pair. Do those look over? This 1 says you're not a 1. 1, 2. Let's look at this here. We only have 3 digits left. 6, 7s, and 8s. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. This is. Good. What else does that say? Don't think we can rule the 6 or 7s in or out. Let's look at this row. 1, 2, and 4. This is not a 4, so this is. There we go. This is not a 4, so this is. This is a 1, 3 pair. Let's put those in. That's a 1, 3 pair that forces 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And did those guys go up or down anywhere? Doesn't quite look like it. This is 5, 6, or 7. Can't be 7, so it's either 5 or 6. This is 5, 6, or 7. That's about all that works on. What about these guys? 4, 6, and 7, which means this is 4, which means this is 4. This is a 6, 7 pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's correct. All right. So what are these guys? 2, 3, 8, and 9. This is not 8. This is 2, 3, 8, or 9 as well. It's not 3, 8, or 9. It is 2. These are not 2s. So this 3, 8, 9 says this is 2, 5, 3. Now that 5 didn't come over here, so, but this 5 does go here, and then that removes this as a 5, so we can get those in. Good. Keep checking for those negative constraints. This is not 5. What are these 3 digits? 1, 6, and 7. This is not 7. This is not 6 or 1. This is 7. This is not. Get a 1, 6 pair. Don't see the correlation just yet. What are you 3? Because those are going to tell us what these are. Or something else already does. Yeah, like the 5 here does. 7, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. What? 1, 6, 3, 1. This is not 1. This is 3 and 7. This is not 3. This is not 3. This is 9. This is 8. This is 3. This goes 5 and 8. Excuse me. That creates 9 and 5. This is not 2. This is not 6. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, let's go this way. This is a 1, 6 pair, and it can't be 1 here. So this is 6. 1, 2, 6. And that's going to finish the rest of this. This is 2, and this is... Wait, how do I have a set... Gosh darn it. Hold on. Again, just a mistype. I hit a 7 here instead of the 3. Was that correct? Yeah, this was 3 and 1. Somehow 7 got typed. 9. Oh boy, I swear. This thing's out to get me. The 2-6 now here doesn't have the same power. What else do we have, though? The 7 here does give us 3, 7, 8, 3, 5, 8, 9, 5. Good. What are these actually? 2, 6, and 9. So we can put the 9 here. These are, this 2 here says this is 6 and 2. That's going to do everything. This is 2, this is 6, this is 1, this is 6. There we go. Typos, I swear. They annoy the heck out of me. Solution is correct. 10 days, 300 solves. Very good. That's kind of expected. Other than our coconuts in the wrong spots. I'm sorry, don't mean to beat a dead horse. Great puzzle, really fun puzzle. I like the way these things all work together, and then getting started with this guy and how it all works together really worked out quite well. So, got to learn how to type and how to recognize when I push the wrong button sometimes. Should have seen the 7 on that thing, but sometimes you move too quick and you don't see things. But anyway, I'm going to stop gabbing over here. Really enjoyed that puzzle. Hope y'all did as well, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.